Good evening, this is Judy Mario, and this is the World of Book Reviews. Thank you for joining me again. In this segment, we're going to talk about some books that are out this year that you can read and really enjoy. But first, I want to tell you a little bit. One of our viewers last month sent me a beautiful little saying. It was like from Facebook or somewhere. He got it off the internet and sent it to me. And it's facts about readers, facts about people who read books. And I just thought I'd share them with you because they're really good. Fact number one, reading can make you a better conversationalist. And isn't that true? When you're around people who've read a lot of books, they usually are a little more interesting than some others. Fact two, neighbors will never complain about you reading too loud. I thought that was kind of cool. My neighbors probably would, though. They complain about a lot of things. Fact number three, knowledge by osmosis has not yet been perfected, so you'd better read. So you can't just put it on your pillow and put your head on the book and sleep, because you're not going to get it that way. You need to read it. Fact number four, books have stopped bullets. Reading could save your life. So if you're carrying the book around and somebody shoots at you, it might save your life. And fact number five, dinosaurs did not read. Look what happened to them. So this brings us down to the fact that we all do want to read, and the more we read, the more we learn. And the more we learn, the more it can never be taken away from us. The more we know, knowledge is something that no one can take away, and knowledge is something that can help us be even better in life at whatever it is we do. And this week I want to especially thank our show sponsors. We have some great show sponsors. We have skinfitnesslv.com, Ev 36 Photography, and Sky Vista Consulting. And these people have believed in us, and they sponsor not only my show, but also Stephanie's movie reviews and Amy Kardashian's AK and the Experts show. So we really want to thank our sponsors. And I said to you last month that I was going to be talking to you this month about a book entitled, Am I Going to Be Okay? Am I Going to Be Okay? And the subtitle is Weathering the Storms of Mental Illness, Addiction, and Grief. And if you remember, last month I interviewed Joan Peck about her book, Prime Threat, which was about addiction, and an excellent book. And this book is also about addiction. It is a memoir. The interesting thing about this book is that this is the author's first book, and she tells quite a bit of her story, but because she is a psychotherapist, she also writes in three voices. She writes in the voice of the young girl who lived the life. She writes in the voice of the psychotherapist who tells us that these are the reasons that we do what we do, that certain things happen to us in life, which gives us a reason for who we become and what we do. And then she writes as the person remembering things in the story as she's driving along. So you'll see that the type in the book actually changes 3 times, so you know exactly which voice you're dealing with at what time. It's a very interesting book. I loved it. Absolutely loved this book, and I believe that you will enjoy it too. She just won several awards, the Dragonfly Awards, which is a book competition. She just won Best New Author in that award, and in that competition, and she also won the award for the Best Inspirational Book memoir. So you know, if she's winning major awards with this book, it's a very good book, and it's only her first book. So if you're looking at how do I deal with grief, how do I deal with the loss of someone I loved, or how do I deal with someone I love being addicted to substances or alcohol, this is a book that will help you a great deal. And the author is also available that through the book you can contact her if you would like to speak with her. So that's one of those books I really love and I think you'll enjoy. Also, we had on the show earlier, we had Jesse Farrell, and we talked about his book, How You Leave Them Feeling. Now here's another one of my very favorite self-help books. It's called Perfect Circles. This book was written by John Michael Stewart, and John talks about how life can be a challenge for anyone, and John has had his challenges in his life, and this book talks about how we have to redefine perfection. That so many times people think that certain things are perfect, but truth is all of us are living our perfect lives. We're living the lives that we've chosen by choice. And sometimes some of the things that happen to us are not by choice, but how we deal with them is by choice. And John has just done a remarkable story of talking about his disease that he's had to live with all of his life, and his challenges and how he's overcome these challenges. And I really believe that this is a book by John Michael Stewart that's one of those books that every young woman and young man should read, teenagers, and then I think they'll realize that there are a lot more important things in life than just things, than just material possessions. So Perfect Circles by John Michael Stewart. And you know, his dad has a TV show right here on WCOBM, John Stewart Sr. So this is another book I recommend. It's one of my favorites, one of my very, very favorites. And because we're at that time of year where you're going to be thinking about giving gifts, and also you're going to be thinking about next year's resolutions, I'm going to tell you about one of my books. My book, You Are More Than Enough, is a book that is perfect for young women. It's about young women, and it is for people graduating from high school or college, or even in high school or college. And it's a wonderful book that talks about self-esteem and how to believe in yourself, how to quit underestimating yourself and overestimating everybody else. And along with it, for setting goals for the coming year, you need to get the people this achievement journal. This is a journal which is incredible. I should just do a show on the journal because it's all about how to set goals. It's about how to vision things. There's a place in here to put your visioning board, and it's based on my Achieve More Method program. I have an online program, the AchieveMoreMethod.com, which is a 1-year program that people do with me on how to set their goals, how to achieve their goals, how to accomplish things, and the journal goes right along with that, or you can just get the journal. And the thing about the journal is I ask you to never write anything negative in it and only write the one thing that you do every day toward your goals. Now, can you imagine if you write one thing every day for 365 days that you did toward the achievement of your goal? Do you think you'll achieve your goal? Well, of course you will. In fact, you'll achieve it long before the 365 days is up. So these are books that I want you to take a look at this year, because reading is one of the most important things that you can do. And I probably won't see you again until right after the New Year. So I'm wishing you a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. And I'm encouraging you to buy books for the people in your life as a gift, because as I said before, education is something you can never take away from anyone, and we want to keep on having lifelong learning. As long as we're alive, we want to be learning something. You're either getting better or you're getting worse. Let's make it a habit to just be 1% better every day. Thank you for joining me. This is Judy Morio and the World of Book Reviews.